Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a silver stacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the second day of April 2021, going to start over here at JM Bullion, look at the ask prices. 1736.59 for gold, that's up $2.29. Silver's up to 25.07, up 6 cents. Platinum is up to 12.21 and 4 cents, up $1.48. Palladium is at $2,699.26, up $12.59, and still no copper here. That's okay. So went over to numismatic news, and I guess this is something I think we should all, recognize finally. It's written April 1st by Patrick Heller. Title of the article is called Bullion Delivery Problems at World Mints. And we've covered this gentleman's story, and it's right here. 2 weeks ago, I described how the U.S. Mint is limited by federal statute from paying more than the paper market spot price for the metals it purchases to strike gold and silver American Eagles. As a result, the U.S. Mint is unable to comply with other federal statutes that require it to produce enough of these coins to satisfy public demand. Ouch. The U.S. Mint isn't the only government operation that has had production problems. In Mexico, Banco Azteca has been selling an average of about 50,000 pieces monthly of the Mexico 1-ounce silver Libertad bullion coin. This bank is still listed on the Casa de Moneda de Mexico website as one of the national distributors of these coins. However, a member of the family that owns this bank reported a few days ago that they can no longer purchase these Libertads direct from the Mexican Mint. They can now only offer to sell these coins after a customer sells any to them. And that's happening here in this country as well. So the story is it's the same old story. It's just from a different mountaintop. A visit to the website of the Casa de Moneda de Mexico shows photographs and specifications of the silver Libertads, but I was not able to find any notice or news release saying that this mint had suspended sales of these coins. It is possible that production has been halted because the mint was unable to obtain sufficient silver inventories to strike enough coins to meet the demand. Whoops, too far. The Perth Mint in Australia offers a certificate program. According to this mint's website, a Perth Mint certificate is a non-negotiable warehouse receipt acknowledging your title to precious metals stored on an allocated, pool allocated, or unallocated basis with the Perth Mint. The document is registered to the owner and it is referenced by client name and certificate number. Now, depending on which form of storage you select, the metal you theoretically own may be a portion of a larger bar stored in the Perth Mint's vaults. Should an owner wish to take physical delivery of the metal, they would need to pay a fabrication charge to convert the metal into coins or small bars and cover the cost of shipping and other overhead costs. With the high public demand to acquire bullion-priced precious metals, the Perth Mint has experienced a surge in requests from certificate owners who want to go through the process of taking delivery of fabricated coins or products. Apparently, the requests for processing and delivery are so numerous that the mint is backlogged. Ouch. In another peak time of physical silver demand, late 2008, after silver's price fell more than 50% from what it had reached earlier that year, my recollection is that it took the Perth Mint as much as 4 months to process and ship out all the requests to turn in certificates and take delivery of fabricated coins and bars. The backlog this time may be already of that magnitude. An official of the Perth Mint recently explained that no metal will be fabricated for certificates for metal with unallocated storage. At the same time, the Perth Mint is not now allowing customers to swap their certificates of unallocated storage for those in allocated storage, as could be done previously, which theoretically could still be redeemed for fabrication and delivery. Even where the Perth Mint will redeem certificates to begin the process of fabrication and delivery, Mint officials are now reporting it will take 10 days to 2 weeks just to process the paperwork for such a request. I do not have current information about the current delay. After that, before the Mint would be able to ship the product. Wow. So after that time period, the Mint will be able to ship that product. That's 2 weeks, basically. These delays in delivery have led some to question whether the Perth Mint really has the promised sufficient ounces of the precious metals in its vaults to cover 100% of the liability for all the outstanding certificates. Mint officials assert that they do, and that delays are driven by the surge in demand, not by the lack of inventory. Absent any new information, I would tend to believe that is true. Seems reasonable. The Perth Mint has been a supplier of blanks to the United States Mint to strike silver eagles. I have to assume that the contract between the two mints involves a commitment to provide a certain level of blanks over time, which would tie up some of the Perth Mint's production capacity. This and any comparable contracts the Perth Mint may have with the other mints or private companies could limit that mint's ability to increase the rate at which large bars in its vaults can be fabricated into deliverable coins and bars to meet the demand of customers in the certificate program. Wow. It says here, as with any production operation, there are trade-offs. I'm sure many readers remember the toilet paper and other shortages within the last year. Manufacturers try to maintain enough facilities and staff to continue to be productive during periods of regular production, plus a little cushion. That's, I think they call that loose coupling. It increases the overhead and labor costs to maintain higher production capability much above this level. Therefore, a supply squeeze can develop during periods of high demand, as it can take time to augment production levels. Let's hope the production problems at the U.S. Mint, Casa de Moneda Mexico, and the Perth Mint are simply the kinds of concerns that arise with any business when demand soars, not, a lack of inventory of silver. By the way, traders at my company this week were told by wholesalers that some bullion price gold and silver products could see deliveries delayed until May and even June for orders paid today. Oh no. May or June for orders placed today. This is starting to repeat the delivery delays we experienced on a wide range of products in late 2008. They say history repeats itself, folks. And you know what's funny about the thing here? How they charge you to process the bars, to make fabrication of bars and coins, and then the cost of shipping and overhead costs. It kind of reminds, and that's a financial obstacle for some people. I think that would only make sense if you had, thousands of ounces, but like I said, that's a financial speed bump. That's a financial incentive to not take your physical delivery. And it used to be back in 2008 or 2007 that the stock market, because people were freaking out that the stock market may crash, people were actually taking their physical stock certificates out of traders like Fidelity and Schwab and E-Trade and all those giants. And, it was relatively inexpensive at the time to do that, maybe $25 to pick up your shares and hold them personally. Well, I guess enough people started doing that and, pulling their stock certificates out and being the holder. And lo and behold, they raised it to over $100. So it seems like there's always a financial speed bump to take physical delivery of what is rightfully yours. Isn't that interesting? So anyway, listen, I want to thank you all for watching today. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Son of a Silver Stacker, out.